All right, let's talk about the LMSs that we use. If you're watching this video, your course is using Amatrol and Blackboard. Now, Blackboard is and always will be until the state itself or our college decides to change your primary LMS. Now, LMS stands for Learning Management System. So everything that you need to do to be successful for this course is in Blackboard. Now, we may redirect you to a secondary LMS called Amatrol. Amatrol is a company that specializes in multimedia curriculum, and we use a lot of their trainers, particularly on the mechatronic side. We're moving some of this toward the electronic side as well. And they do a great job. And it has some really solid content, but occasionally the state will have something that is in their requirements beyond what Amatrol presents. So everything you need to know about what you need to accomplish is in Blackboard, and some of it, and even a large majority of it, may be found in Amatrol. So I'm going to, for instance, click on this IDSY 1110 course here, and I've got to get another window to cooperate, and of course it's not wanting to. Here we go. The magical error. Go under lessons. Now, virtually everything you need to understand about your course is found under the lessons area. And you notice this one says complete Amatrol lessons and quizzes. So when I click on that, it's going to tell me pretty much to complete everything that's in Amatrol except here. And note, yellow and red, that should key in. System troubleshooting is not functional on the trainer. Please complete the lessons, but do not complete the experiments. So that tells you something there. But to follow this course, and this is a rarity, occasionally we'll bounce between Blackboard and Amatrol. But in this case, we're literally telling you to go into Amatrol and do everything there. And then we've got a few supplemental things. NEMA standards, Article 430 on the NEC, and preventative maintenance and troubleshooting. So this course is kind of unique in that once we carry you to Amatrol, everything you need to do is in Amatrol until you get done with Amatrol. Then you got to come back and finish these other three things in Blackboard. Let me pick another course just to find something a little different that might kind of intermix. Again, Amatrol is pretty robust. It may be a little difficult to find that, but let me try this course. I think it'll be a good example for us. So let me get the magical error to reappear. Let's say it's sometimes a little hard. You won't have this problem. I've got my screen reduced, so it's hiding this menu from me. To try to save space, I may have to expand just to do that. Yep, there we go. All right, so now I'm full screen. If I go to lessons in this particular one, notice I'm going to begin with safety, and there's some things here. Then I'm going to get into the Amatrol part. And this time we literally are doing everything in Amatrol and then coming back and doing batteries. Again, these are things that the state wants you to know and all that Amatrol didn't cover. So again, your mileage may vary, but follow whatever Blackboard says. And if it does tell you to do everything in Amatrol, then do that. I'm going to log in and let you see this course. Some of the Amatrol uses SCORM packages, which means you won't even have to log in to Amatrol at all. We're still experimenting with that. Further down the line, it may carry you directly, and you may only have to log in one time. If that's the case, that's great. If not, you would have to go to learnamatrol.com, and you can get there by clicking one of these links and then log in. And again, I'm going to see every course here. But where you're going to go if you do have to log in is go to Amatrol and then Custom. Now, I see every course that Amatrol offers and all our specialized. You should only see the courses you're enrolled in. But this is Module 2 of IDSY 1101. So I'm going to go into IDSY 1101 and I'm going to click Launch. And I have to go to this real quick, forgive me, and you may have to do the same, but these instructions for logging into Amatrol are also going to be in some videos in there. So we go back to IDSY 1101, hit launch, and you'll see this curriculum come up. And this will probably be the segments 1 through 4 right here. It takes just a moment to access. Actually, it's taking me a little longer than normal for whatever reason. That's odd. I'm going to close it and try one more time. Oh, I think I have pop-ups disabled. Yep, that's exactly what's wrong. So I've got to go up here and enable. Now your computers here will have that, but your computer at home, if you're accessing this, you have to do it. There it is. So I'm going to slide it over here so you can see. Now, maybe, hopefully, here we go. So see segment 1 through 4 of basic electrical circuits. There it is. Basic electrical circuits, segment 1 through 4. Then you go to the next, then you go to the next, then you go to the next. So, I know we're throwing a lot of information at you. We're putting in the video form so you can refer to this later, basically, in case you have questions. But the primary thing, please remember, if you're confused, you don't know what to do, don't assume. You may do one of two things. You may do things you don't need to do, or you may not do things that you do need to do. So never assume, be sure, and ask questions. We'll get you the answers. All right, so that's just a look at how Amatrol is used and how we use it in conjunction with Blackboard. Have a good day.